gal. Sunday, it's not even my favorite one this time. I I got up and went over to the one of our projects. I was there by 5 o'clock this morning, and then when I got that one done, went up to another project and got a garage slab. It's gonna be a big ass garage. It's gonna be awesome for somebody. I got the slab all covered up because it's you know, it's like 21 degrees, and we have actually have a so supposed to be a pretty good amount of snow possibly hitting us tomorrow. So being that it's a Sunday, and you know, it's hard to get really motivated to work the seventh day straight. When my buddy said, "What do you want to do?" and I said, "Leave." And he was just like, "Yeah, it seems like a good plan." So, but holy cow, was it icy today. You know, as a parent, you get a little worried because I'm heading up this pass going to the other job, and it's literally all glare ice. I mean, just put the truck from what I would normally use as third gear into fourth gear, and make sure that it doesn't over horsepower itself. And you know, I pulled over, and I knew I was right in the time slot to when Samantha would be going to work, and she's got the, you know, I don't know, they're like 34-inch tires, and they're like a half of a mile wide. And I texted her, it's like, I don't know if you're already at work or haven't left yet, but everything is glare ice. And then she texted back, she goes, I'm already at work. Had the truck completely sideways and got control of it. She goes, make sure you drive safe. I'm at work. And I'm like, good, glad she got there. So yeah, it's you know, we go from some good weather, and then you get you know, people like Steven sending me pictures of his weather forecast and showing that it's like 74 degrees, and I'm really glad that the weather is working out for you, but it's definitely much colder here. So I got home and I finished cleaning out the garage, so Sam's sports car could go back into storage for the winter, and now the garage is something like this. What are we looking at? Looking at Shiner Bock. I just got good feelings about this one. You know, Shiner has just an awesome reputation, and you know, all the rest of them have been awesome. This one is from Johnnie Watson. Just can't help it but say it that way. Let's open this with the DJ Alkaline 1 opener, which means halfway through the opening, it's gonna get gay. Woohoo! Mm-hmm. On the other hand, my neighbor rifled through a sixer and asked if I had had anything to drink, and I had said no, and so he asked me if I would drive him over to Superior, Wisconsin, because the idiots in Minnesota are like, oh, we can't sell alcohol on Sundays. Well, that's great if you live, that's bad for you if you live in the middle of the state, but here, we just go over to Wisconsin and they get all of Minnesota's money. I can only imagine how much money these brain-dead politicians lose the state every single year. I know they lost a little bit from me today, and talking to Paul Hasman 440 earlier, the left-handed milk stout, I actually saw a bottle of it, and I'm pretty sure that's not a seasonal thing. I wasn't actually planning on buying any beer. I bought somebody a bottle of red wine because she's been good, and but I ended up picking up and I might have picked up another Lagunitas Sucks in the bomber. And then I picked up a little something from Founders, and another little something, which we'll probably be looking at tomorrow, from Lagunitas. So this is what this looks like, a diluted Coke. But it did have carbonation. Kind of smells faintly like a brown ale, which is a Bock, so that would make sense. Cheers, guys. Just kidding. Yeah, in crack terminology, it tastes like you took a moose drool and stepped on it 20 times. It has all the characteristics of a brown ale or a Bock, but it's just, I mean, it's not crappy. I mean, it doesn't smell skunky or like Travis's crack or anything like that. But it's just, I think I've had more flavor in a light domestic beer. Oh, and you know, whatever. You know, I respect everybody's personal opinion, but guys that know me know that. I guess I don't know how to word this without possibly insulting somebody completely buffaloed by our government, but so much stuff happens that's complete bullshit, and I personally believe that a lot of things like, say, Sandy Hook was one gigantic lie, and they put a little something up on Facebook, and now it's just like, sit back and watch the comments. There's this one guy on here. I'm not gonna bother. You know, it's like I could just delete someone, but honestly, my primary Facebook account is just my private one. The ebomey one, I don't even really bother with it. I just haven't gotten rid of it yet, because when you have an account like that, you kind of have an unlimited amount of people you could have, and I think I'm probably reaching the limit on my other account, which it's time to go through and delete out the people that you never hear from. Delete out the libtards, which I've found a couple of them today, that you put up something showing like this. I mean, here, maybe it's just me, but one of those common sense things. The actual interview that, or should I say, the rough footage of an interview of one of the parents at Sandy Hook. Now, just hang with me a second. I mean, I know this is going to be a stretch, but you parents out there, and I know this is going to be even more harsh. Especially, and I'm sorry, because I know some of you personally have actually lost some children, so I don't mean to make light of any of it, trust me, but let's just pretend that you just found out your 5, 6, 7-year-old daughter or son was killed by a gunman, and the reporters shove a camera and a microphone in your face. Me personally, I would shove that camera right up their ass along with the microphone. You would never see an interview from me. Probably my hand knocking the camera out of your hand and telling you to go fuck yourself. Having said that, let's just say that that for some reason my crack had just kicked in and I decided to do the interview. One of these parents, I mean, this isn't like disputable, it's the video. He is laughing it up and joking with the reporter, and then realizes that the camera is on and goes into his acting mode and gets up those crocodile tears. Seriously? You're trying to tell me anybody just lost a child, and you're going to be laughing it up at all? I'm sorry. That right there was all I needed to see to call bullshit. So think what you want. I'm a conspiracy spook. I disbelieve most of everything that our government tells us. And there's a lot of sheep that are more than willing to go along with it. Okay. I'm going to finish it. I'm not going to throw it out. Alcohol? I think we've had this theme on all of the rest of them. Doesn't give a percentage. I am not noticing any of it. And then right after this, I'm going to switch over to Lagunitas brown sugar substitute, or sucks, and that's 8%. And I guess while I'm thinking of it, rented 3 movies, which is something I haven't done in a really long time. And I know at least one person out there is going, rented? I just, haven't been in the best mood lately, and I just happened to be driving past the video store and went in, and I picked out 3 movies non-stop with that dickhead Liam Neeson. Need for Speed, which wasn't quite sure what to think about that one, and the latest Tom Cruise movie, Live, Die, Repeat, something about, I don't even remember what the rest of it is. Basically the premise is it's like the sci-fi battle version of Groundhog Day. Alien race is come and trying to take over the Earth, and one of these, there's several levels of these creatures there, and there's one of them that has the ability of manipulating time, and something happens and his power ends up being projected on Tom Cruise's character. So every single time Tom Cruise dies, the day resets. And it had a really kind of a cool story. Well, I guess the storyline was Live, Die, Repeat. So I guess I'm wrong. Okay, the storyline sucks. But it had some good action and some good special effects. I really liked that one. I was surprised. I liked Need for Speed. I mean, the story, there's nothing really to the story. Boy's friend gets killed. Boy finds girl. Boy tries to clear his name with bad guy, and the whole thing is decided with cars in a race. This shit happens every single day. And then Non-Stop with Peckerstein, Liam Neeson, takes place on an airplane, and he gets these cryptic texts saying that if every 20 minutes a passenger is going to die if this person doesn't get $150 million wired into an account. And then it just keeps getting worse and worse for Liam, the dickhead Neeson's character, when it turns out that the bank account is in his name, and it all looks like he's being framed for all this. But see, I'm one of these people that there's only a few actors out there that are so hypocritical that I won't have anything at all to do with their movies. But I don't know. I suppose Liam Neeson should probably be one of them, but I don't know. I'm sure he's not guarded by somebody with a gun. This is awesome. Alcohol percentage. It's low. Like again, the standard, the industry standard should be, if you're gonna make beer, it has to be at least 5%, and then we'll talk. At least 5. If you can't make 5, then you shouldn't even make beer. Personally, I don't even think this one is at 5. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I think it's below 5. On the E scale, well, shit. Thanks for asking. I'm gonna put Shiner Bock at a nice, strong 3.5. Let's just let that sink in for a minute. Okay. What should we look at tomorrow? Oh, and if anyone's wondering, I'm wearing my pajamas, and my pajama gun today is the AR pistol. I decided to take a book from Alex Page. No, strike that and reverse that. Just for the fun of it, I tried color filling. I couldn't find any red nail polish in my personal collection that wanted to stay dark enough on black. It just looked like shit. So I did the crayon color fill on just the in fire mode, and then I was bored, so I did the don't tread on me. I'm sure it won't last, but I'm just yeah, I'm pretty sure this guy's done. I do keep the sling on it because I almost hate to admit this, but when I'm in the bathroom, I just kind of hang it on the bathroom door. So it also, makes a nice little strap. I really can't wait to get out and shoot that. I'm pretty sure that's done. I can't think of anything else I really want to add to it or put on it. I don't want to turn it into a Christmas tree with decorations clinging from it. Tomorrow, I think, it really matters anymore. Sometimes I like to save the special stuff for like a day that I'm not working, and since how there doesn't appear to be those anymore, I might as well just used up the good shit whenever I want. I picked up a limited release from Lagunitas, their Imperial Red, and yes, they put the alcohol percentage on this. It is 7.8%, coming in at 54.2 IBUs. Other than that, I honestly don't know much about it. And my next trip over there, Paul, I'm definitely going to have to get some of the left hand, the milk stout. That looked really good. So, if there is a tomorrow, because, there may not be. You never know. Aliens, meteorites, liberals, all this shit could go bad. But if it does, I'm taking the pistol. I don't care what your favorite fair weather, bad civilization, all broke down shit is. I'll probably make sure that there's a G23 in my waistband, and I think I'm just going to be taking that. Did I mention I sleep with it? It's kind of funny, because that thing is almost like a Glock. When all these pistol videos started coming out, I was just like, don't see a reason, don't see a need. A lot of firepower, a lot of ammunition, controls that I'm all used to, and now that thing has been, I wouldn't say modded out, because there isn't really anything extra on it. It's just simply what's there has been upgraded to what I believe is the best of the best. I can't wait to shoot it with that Geisel Super Dynamic Enhanced, or whatever the hell it is. 3 1/4 pounds. That's what I know. So let's take a look at this tomorrow. And my liver has been given too much freedom lately due to my work schedule. So I have roughly 4 hours to take care of business. So cheers, guys. We will see you tomorrow.
Yeah, cheers. We're back.
And she's hovering. So, okay, guys. what was it?